What is up, everybody? Welcome back to RC's Gateway to Comics, and today we are going to be bringing to a close our look at the T-Bird Throttle series with issue number 4. And this is the crescendo that everybody wanted with this series. Now, I can't really get too much into the story behind this book because it's the answering of many questions that people may have about the mystery behind T-Bird's past, what happened to make him the disgraced superhero that he is in issue number 1, and also what is Jack Gruesom's motivations behind trying to utterly humiliate and torture T-Bird to the point of absolute destruction. So I can't really get into that because it answers so much of that, but it does it it does give you the final fight between T-Bird and Jack Gruesome, as well as Emily and Throttle, or Amy Sparks as she is known at that time. They all have their moment to find answers for themselves and determine where they are going to go with what they have learned and what exactly happened all those many years ago for them. It also shows what the grand conspiracy was behind what was going on with Starlink, and it shows exactly how far the propagandists are able to push the public, because you're able to see how gullible some of these idiots are whenever they're still trying to push back against T-Bird. And it relates to real life so much. It's actually quite funny. But it's still, it hits you because you care about these characters, you want them to be all right. There's one thing that happens with Throttle that I'm just like, okay. um whenever bad things happen to certain characters and you can feel it in yourself, then you know that you have a connection with those characters. And whenever these characters feel pain, you definitely you have that gut feeling that you get whenever you care about a character. And having that sort of connection as a reader is it's a good thing. It's something that I wish that I could have with a lot of other comics, but they just don't reach that level. There's a few that do reach that level, but this one was the first one to reach that level. So, while I can't get into the story behind it, and you guys, let's be honest here. I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4 reviews now, gushing about Josh Howard's art. I don't think I need to say much more about that because it is utterly fantastic. But for the sake of anybody who's new to the T-Bird Throttle series and my reviews of them, Josh Howard's art is crisp. The characters, they have unique designs. They're colorful. They grip you, and you can read everything. There's never a question as to what is going on in a panel. You can tell, even in in something that would be inconsequential, Josh Howard puts his all behind it. And I can guess, and I feel very confident in saying this, he will put his all behind everything that he puts out. And this comic is no exception. This comic is the conclusion to the story that brought me into creator-owned indie comics. And I will be supporting the T-Bird Throttle series because, yes, there is more beyond this. There is the continuation with T-Bird Throttle versus the Ape Men. And I will be backing this next project. I have backed the next project, and I will back anything afterwards because this story pulled me in, and it's kept me there the entire time. There's not many times that I can say this because there have not been a lot of creator-owned comics that have finished their storylines yet. But this book and story, all around, cake level story. Highest that I can give it, definitely. And it's the highest rank that I can give any of the comics that I review. And all of the comics in this sequence, that sounded so uncomic booky. All of the issues in this series are cake level stories. And this has just made me love Josh Howard's work and made me want to support him and put out as much of his stories in front of you guys as possible, because I want you, the reader and the viewer, to go out and get these books because they are that good. This is a story that has multiple levels to it. This is a story that has magnificent art behind it. And it's all put out by one man. I don't think anyone else can say that. And I am just waiting patiently for the continuation of this story, because the ending to this was so good. It makes me want to see more of these characters, and I guarantee you that you will want to see more of them as well. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the T-Bird Throttle series as a whole, and have you guys gotten any of Josh Howard's other work? Let me know that down in the comment section below. Also, please subscribe to the channel so we can continue to show you guys great stuff like T-Bird Throttle, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.